Through sparking interest all across the country.
Researchers at the University of Nebraska at Omaha are finding ways to improve how you move, one beat at a time. And it's technology that could be on your phone and your watch very soon. The idea of twiddling your fingers is actually the beginning of a high-tech lab experiment.
Back and forth. It's kind of a party trick. And if you go faster and faster and faster and faster, eventually your fingers will start moving in synchrony.
From fingers to feet. A team from the University of Nebraska Omaha's biomechanics lab is studying exactly how humans move to help move better and improve the brain-body connection.
We can actually restore variability in older adults.
This team was recently published in a prestigious science journal. Dr. Aaron Likens guides the group.
To have it recognized at that level certainly adds some nice icing on the cake.
They're curious about the rhythm of the body and how it coordinates with the brain.
None of your steps are the same length, right? Some are short, some are long, some are slow, some are fast. In fact, if you were to plot out the timing between your steps, it would look more like a stock chart.
But as people age or have neurological issues that slow them down, that rhythm of the body or statistical patterns called pink noise degrades. So doctoral student Colby Brink and his colleagues set out to see if they can restore the body's nimbleness to that of a younger person with the sound of a metronome. They built this contraption using the assistant dean's old kitchen chair.
You'll actually be able to see his brain activity during this on the screen, as well as his movements of his hands.
Tyler is wired with sensors. You can see his wrists are doing the movement, first in opposite directions.
Very subtly.
He's instructed to keep the beat of the sound pattern. Every move is recorded and tracked.
As one wrist turned down, the other turns up. And as you saw, as we made him go faster and faster, he actually transitioned not on his own, but just not in his own accord. He just automatically switched to a different coordination pattern.
And as the beeps speed up with a faster beat, his hands finally move in unison.
Just feels like some uncontrollable force that is making you transition from one pattern to another pattern.
You can see both sides of his brain light up with oxygen flow. It's a force they want to bottle up, putting that tech in the hands of people outside the lab.
And the idea is if we can develop an app, something easy to have, a phone in your pocket, implementing it through a smartwatch. That's actually some research I'm doing now, where we're trying to do the metronomes haptically, so vibrating on your wrist.
They're working to embed that pink noise metronome beat into music too.
We're trying to manipulate music because you just intuitively start synchronizing to the beat of a song.
Yeah. A rhythm that can help older people with their gait.
We do see that older adults are able to synchronize pretty well.
Aid in recovery after a trip, and make that walk in the park a more youthful stroll for the long haul. Fascinating. So this study can benefit so many people. The team is looking for adults of all ages to help them with the study. You can send Tyler an email if you're interested. It's tylerwiles@unomaha.edu. Takes about 2.5 hours, and they'll give you $10.